Hello to all. I, Dr. Pankaj Kumar Goswami, invites you again to learn more about machine learning using Python. In the previous tutorial, we could be able to understand about the different type of data as well as how to use that data in a programming. Also, we could be able to really understand where such kind of a data is to be used, in which way it is to be utilized. Then after, now if suppose this data is not a part of our programming language and it is stored somewhere in our computer or taken up from some other sources, can easily be imported within your Python. That was the last talk we had maintained. So those are the new with this tutorial. So let's just open your Google Colab. Most important part, you have to go for this Google Colab. Type in a Google Colab. You will have a page, create a file, create a new notebook, and once you have the new notebook, you have such kind of a page. And keep remembering, here you have an option, go and connect it. After connecting, you will be having a local server on Google. So let's begin with. Now the today's topic, what we are going to introduce is the operators. What kind of operators we have in Python. So this is what the target to understand about the operators. Until and unless we are unable to use the operator within the Python programming, the various relationship cannot be created among the data and the variables. So let's see how it can be done. So starting with today's topic, hash operators. What kind of operators we have? So first of all, we should move on to this one. Generally, these are the special symbols that basically manipulate the values with respect to one or more operands. So start with the operators. First of all, how many kind of operators we have in the Python? Let's begin with it. So we have here number of operators. First is the arithmetic operator, second is the logical operator, third is the comparison operator, fourth is the bitwise operators, and sixth is assignment operator. So here we have the operators used in the Python, basic common operators, arithmetic, logical, comparison, bitwise, and assignment operators. Let's begin one by one. As we talked about the arithmetic operators, these are the very common, and we have already discussed about when we were discussing about the numeric data type. Under the numeric data type, we know that the different kind of operators are simply nothing but having a plus sign to add, minus sign to subtract, asterisk sign to multiply, divide sign to divide, percent sign, modulus operator, it give you the modulus, and double star, double asterisk is used for exponent. So here, if suppose you have two variables, let's say decide the two variables and let's see what kind of a things we are having in reference of that can be taken up here. So here you have an assignment, choose two different values for your A and B. I have for an example A equals to something, I have just taken as 5, and B I have just taken as 7, and with the help of all these operators you may solve it. Right now, if suppose I just go for this, it will show the error. So that's why I'm just putting all this in a hash, so that won't affect. So this will become a comment, and otherwise it will show an error to you. Simply here this one. So I have just taken all them. I have just taken all them in a hash to make it comment so that this will not affect to our program. So if suppose we have a equals to 5, b equals to 7, so any operation can be utilized over here. That's a simple one. So for your convenience, let's use this. Using a new code line, and under this code line I am using one operator, any one of the operator, whether it is a plus b. And running this one. It shows an error because this has not been assigned previously, so we have to run this first. What exactly a and what exactly the b. Well, now a and b are stored and assigned in a and b, and now we try it. That's nice. So you see, if you are not assigning a value or not running the code, it will show the error as we have gone through the previous one. Similarly, you just all try all these operators one by one with respect to your variables, with respect to your constant values or a numeric data type. Keep working on it. So the next I have just taken is the comparison operator. Mentioning up here the comparison operator. The comparison operators are very simple, which tells you the condition, whether this particular condition is true or a false. Let's take an example. The first condition operator is a double equal sign. For that, if suppose I have taken a equals to 4 and b equals to 6, and in a condition I would like to check a equal n equal to b, and exactly running this, let's see what I'm getting. It's a false condition. So this operator tells you the comparison. So for the different kind of a categories, we have some operators. I'm just pasting all these operators for you for your convenience here. So for your convenience, I have pasted few here. Like as we have a equal, double equal sign for the equal purpose, mark of exclamatory as well as the equal, this will show you not equal, greater symbol, less, greater than equal to. So again, you have an assignment, use your own variable, use your own constant, and check out all these conditions. So now we have another operator, which is the logical operators. These operators are very well known to each of you, that we have some logical operators and logical operation as AND operation, OR operation, or the NOT operations. So basically we have the three one. First is used for AND, second is used for OR, third is used for NOT. Please take care about that. I'm just mentioning this hash only for the purpose that this is just a statement. If you wanted to use, you have to use A and B. So generally where this kind of operators to be used, where you are looking for conditions, we are seeking out some conditions, there this kind of operators are used. Suppose that you have a machine, in which machine you have to take a decision on the basis of a person. Like suppose you have a fan. Suppose we are talking about the machine learning example. Under this example, suppose you have a fan, and that fan is being made by you artificially intelligent. How? Let's see. The fan should be on under the two conditions. One condition, the person should be inside the home or inside the room, and the second condition is there, the person is inside the room, but it has to check whether there is a temperature or there is a weather condition to make the fan on or off. So what kind of a two condition has to be satisfied to make the fan on? Number one condition, there should be person inside the room, one, and the second condition is what? Is the room temperature. So we fix that the room temperature belongs to 25 degrees Celsius or 20 degrees Celsius. So over the 20 degrees Celsius, the room temperature will be considered where the fan is to be on. So this is very simple example of a machine learning. So this is what a learning of a fan. So that fan itself takes a decision whether it has to be on or not to be on. So this can only be possible because of this condition. So see, the AND operator has to work here because the two conditions has to be satisfied simultaneously. One, person should be inside the room and room temperature should be greater than 20 degrees Celsius. This kind of a situation will help you to operate the AND operator. Similarly, where the one optional condition, either the person should be in room or temperature, then it is a OR condition, and third one is the NOT condition. So when no one is here, then fan should remain off. So sometimes the NOT situation comes up. So we will take an example and making this kind of a program with the help of all these operators to make you understand. Let's see, just take a very simple example here. So for your convenience, I have just taken one example, a programming example in which we have just taken a condition where we can use these logical operators. Let's take a problem. I wish to check whether a particular number is divisible by 4 or 3 or not. I want to check a number, is it really divisible by 4 and 3. So how we can go for that? We are giving a choice to a person. That person can enter its own number. So first of all, we are just taking here, take user input as an integer. A, int, it means the category, it should only be integer. An input that we have already talked in a previous tutorial. If you want to give this value to the user dependent, you just mention it input. So whenever you just run this program, it will ask to the user to enter its input. Checking condition. Here in this condition, we are using a if statement. If statement, it is finding the conditions to be checked. A percent modulus operator is here 4, equivalent to 0. Double equal sign is equivalent to 0. It means its condition is to be checked first. If it is divisible by 4, then there is no remainder. It shows you the modulus operator. Similarly, if it is divisible by 3, it shows 0 remainder. So if condition checks whether this and this both are true, this is true and this is true, then it will print divided by both 4 and 3. OR operator checks condition whether this is true or this is true. One of the condition, in any one of the condition, whether it is divisible by 4 or divisible by 3, then it will print either divided by the 4 or 3. And the NOT operation tells you whether it is not divisible by this, neither divisible by this, then represent this one. So I hope so you would be able to understand. This is simply checking the condition whether it's a true condition or not. If it is true or true and not, it is not true, it is not true, or any one of not true, then definitely it is neither divisible by 4 nor 3. So you understand that. While we are running this program, first of all, it is asking to the user to enter its input. Let I check first. It is 20. So either divided by 4 or 3. So it is giving you a perfect answer that 20 is divisible by 4 but not divisible by 3. So it is giving an answer. Next time again I check. I'm taking a number 12. Now it is giving a 2 output to you, divided by both 4 and 3, and as the second condition is also running, it is also true for this. It is 4 or 3 either. So both the things will be printed on. Third, suppose that I'm choosing a condition in which is not really divisible by 4 or 3. So here in this taking an example 7 and entering it. So it shows you neither divided by the 4 nor divided by the 3. So here my target is simply to make you understand the use of AND. Both the conditions are simultaneously true, or either one of, not none of. So under this condition we are having an output. So this is the beauty of the logical operator, to give a choice of condition to your program. Now we have Python assignment operators. So let's see what are the assignment operators. So assignment operators has to be taken as plus equal to, asterisk equal to, divisible equal to, percent modulus equal to, double star equal to, and double division equal to. These are the basically the operators. I'm just typing it here for your convenience. So your convenient, I have just taken an assignment operator. Let's talk about the very first, this assignment operator. It's a plus and equal sign where we require it. So a plus equal to b is equivalent to a plus b. It means the values is stored in a but added by b. So the variable remains same but only the b to be added. Simply using this a asterisk and equal, it means a asterisk equal to b is equivalent to a asterisk b. It is again the values to be assigned. It means all the assignment operators tells you the first variable in which you are just using this one as a first operator. The operation will be done and the resultant value will be stored in the first one. So the new value in this a will become this one. So this can be useful in the various purpose where you are keep changing the value of your variable. Just take an example of this one. Let's have a equals to 4 and b equals to 6. Using this assigning operator, a plus equal to b, and finally running this program. So now it has been done, and now printing a. Let's print a and see what will be the value now. So a has become now 10. 4 plus 6. Similarly, now you just try all of these assignment by choosing this value. Try it at your own. Finding the difficulty, mention in the comment. So I have pasted some of bitwise operators for you. Talking about the Python's bitwise operator and taking all these examples, one can understand. Suppose that we have just taken AND, binary AND operator. If suppose we have a value of x equals to 10 and 7 equals to 2, it will check it on. Similarly, it is binary OR operator. Here we have the XOR operation. Here we have the basically ones complement, left shift and the right shift. These are all similar related with the digital operators or the bitwise operator, which exactly works on a individual bits which are being assigned here. So for that said, let's take one example here. Let's take an example of bitwise operator. It operates in basically in Boolean fashion. Suppose that we have just taken our number a equals to 10 and b equals to 7. If suppose we are talking about a equals to 10, so in binary this a is nothing but 1010. And talking about b equals to 7, in binary this b is equals to 011. And now seeking out its AND operation, binary AND operation, and this operation, just take care about that, this operation is bitwise operation. So let's say for your convenience I'm just printing a and b and checking it out what results come. So the results comes 2. That results, it means 2 is nothing but hash 2 is nothing but equals to 0010. Let's check. So if suppose we are dealing it with the AND operation, 01 is 1, 11 is to be taken as 01 is 0, 11 is only 1, 01 is again 0, and 10 is again 0. So the AND operation between 01 is 0, 11 is 1, 0 1 is again 0, 1 0 is 0, so that's why the answer is only 0 0 1 0. So definitely whether you are giving an input into the form of an integer, but it is converting into the bitwise operation in the binary form. So all these operator can be tried at once. So this is again a part of assignment for you. Try each and every operator and create your own results. So well, now you guys are really able to understand about the operators which are highly prominent in the Python language. These are the arithmetic operators, logical operator, comparison operator, bitwise operator, and assignment operators. And just take care about it. While you are just doing your tasks, keep moving. Although it is just saved automatically, but you just keep saving yours. So sometimes you're just having some fault of other because of other causes, then you might have your data saved. And as I have told also earlier, you can easily download this file into the form of .ipynb. So this file can be downloaded, saved and shared. If you write in the comment box you need this file, I'll share with you. So if you just need this file, just type requirement, I'll share this file with you. So this file is stored and we have already talked about that. So in the next video, we'll see a more interesting facts and interesting aspects about the Python language. Till then, bye bye, see you, take care and keep liking.